Not Sold Separately is brought to you by Brooke
and Erika, two inseparable 20-somethings who haven't run out of things to talk about since 2001.
From little girls playing dress-up to successful little sales reps, these two are ready to dish on dating,
Or lack thereof.
positivity,
Well, we try.
travel diaries,
Not without horror stories.
hot topics,
With hot takes.
and crawling up the corporate ladder.
Whether it's briefcases and stilettos or sweats and sneaks, this duo is sure to entertain,
We are here to remind you to take risks
build confidence,
and have fun because
it's just not that serious.
Welcome back to another episode of
The Not Sold Separately podcast.
Today, we are packing up all of our belongings.
For a getaway.
Yes! We honestly live for vacation. That's
why we work.
Yes.
To pay for vacations.
Work hard, play hard. If we don't have approximately 3 vacations planned at any one given time to look forward to,
Depression session.
life is not worth living.
Spiraling down into the depths. Like, it's
Absolutely.
just an abyss of what am I doing with my life? And I have no purpose.
No motivation to function. So, needless to say, especially in this seasonal depression era, this trip is necessary.
Except where we're headed.
Okay,
May
right
have
now,
a flurry or two.
The weather is looking iffy, and this is not normally the case. I mean, okay, so we're going to Florida. Normally,
Florida.
put your shades on. I don't know.
I think of a Flo Rida song.
Yeah, I really can't right now, honestly. I just have his like image.
5, 4, 3, 2, I'm gonna make that booty go.
Oh, wait, that was a good one.
Yep.
I didn't realize that was him. Go off, King.
It's actually a remake of an 80s song that he did. But
Okay, history. Go off.
okay, historical king.
We love that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Florida right now is looking like they're getting a cold front.
A little bleak.
We're packing our puffers. I'm sad.
Fair warning, I was talking to someone on my team in Florida today
Yeah.
for work, and they go, "Oh, sweetheart, you got to pack the layers. You need the puffer. You need the sweatshirt. You need the t-shirt. You need the tank. You need the leggings. You need the very warm socks, because you never know. At any point, you could unfortunately have to strip and sweat your balls off because it will get warm during the day.
Yep.
But then it will be frigid at night. And apparently scientifically, the
Oh.
reason why is because the air is more damp. There's more moisture in the air in Florida. So a 50-degree night in Florida is going to feel more raw and brisk and cooler than, like, say 50 degrees in New Jersey.
I finally feel validated.
We're absolutely correct.
We have been saying this for years, and everyone's like, oh, well, 50 degrees in Florida is better than, 30 degrees in New Jersey.
Actually, scientifically, meteorologically,
Whoa.
not scientifically, we are accurate
Yeah.
that it is a colder 50 degrees in Florida than it is in New Jersey.
I mean, I knew it in my heart. I knew I was right.
Yeah, I mean, we're also
So-
delusional, and we think that we're right about everything, so.
Listen, I'm just glad to feel validated in this moment. But speaking of the cold, that we're going to be, we're leaving the cold, but it's going to be kind of chilly. I just ordered some thermal shirts from Amazon because I like to wear a t-shirt and it has a certain thing on it that I want to wear.
Like a graphic, yeah.
Yeah. Like a graphic t-shirt that I want to wear. And if I'm cold and I put a sweatshirt on, well, then you're not going to see the t-shirt. So I just got a couple thermal shirts because I'm like, all right, well, I could just wear like a long sleeve under it and it won't look totally heinous and I won't be totally cold. So
Yeah, I mean, you'll still look a little.
no, not if it matches the same color. Like I'm not going to like color block here. Like we're not like going back to.
I thought you were going to be wearing like a literal, I'm picturing one of those thermal ski, like thick
Ew,
undergarments.
I'm not wearing
under
a long
white
john.
shirt. Yeah, long john.
I'm not talking about long johns. I'm talking about like an athletic, like material shirt that just goes under a
Yeah,
short sleeve.
practical,
but it's like
practical.
but it's warm.
Yeah.
But it's like that, like silky material, like the athletic material.
Yeah,
I promise I won't embarrass you.
Yeah.
I won't.
The vision, not grasping it, but I get the practicality of it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Listen, you got to do what you got to do.
Listen, you can pack the thermal all you want.
Yeah. I hope that I don't need it. I would love to not need it.
But in case you do, I've got the perfect packing cubes for you
Oh.
that you can shove that shit into, especially if, you're carrying, you're doing like a carry-on bag or you're not doing like a checked bag and you need to really be efficient with your space
Right.
saving in your roller bag. Packing cubes, again, from Amazon. Like, you can't go wrong. There's a multitude of options, but I have one in particular that the set is like fantastic. It has so many parts to it.
Yeah.
Big, small, medium, makeup, like all the fucking facets.
I love the compression packing cubes. I think I
Yes.
got them for you, didn't I?
You did.
For like something.
You did.
Your birthday or something.
Yeah.
But I swear by them. And especially if you're doing a carry-on, like, you need to have the compression packing cubes because otherwise there is no way that you can fit in a carry-on. At least me. I can't. So.
Yeah, and I don't even think that we're that bad of overpackers anymore. We used to be.
We really have scaled back, I will say. But dare I say we make this a segment for our travel diaries, and we continue on with a couple of packing must-haves.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I will say I need to have, kind of going off of the packing cube vibe, I really enjoy bringing a little laundry bag, which I also gifted this to you.
Yes.
But it's like a little square and it zippers up and it says laundry on the front. And then you unzipper it and it unfolds to be just like a drawstring laundry
Correct.
bag. You put all your dirty clothes in there. So you're walking around, Florida all day and maybe you're sweating if you're not unlucky like us and going in the cold. And you put all of your dirty clothes in there and then you just scrunch it up and you put it back in your bag so your dirty clothes aren't mixing with your clean clothes on the way home.
Yeah, if you're like us, you always pack a few extra like clothing items so you're not wearing everything. So you don't want to just like have a hodgepodge back in the
I
suitcase.
hate that. So that's one of my faves. I like that.
Yeah, another essential, and that's like really pertinent for where we're headed on our trip, is hydration station, maybe. Pack up that water boy.
Yes.
Get a few packets. I mean, listen, I know there's some other popular brands out there, but I'm a huge proponent of Waterboy because it is like low sugar or zero sugar, something like that.
I don't think there's any sugar.
So,
I really like it. It has kind of like a salty taste to it, which I enjoy. I'm more of a savory.
But we are actually headed to, drumroll please,
Disney.
Yes. Okay. So I know where your head's immediately going. I mean, I just get out of the clouds for a second.
Bring
Come back
it
to
back.
reality before you want to make fucking fun of us, okay? Because we're going to tell you all about it and why maybe you should consider taking a trip in your adulthood.
Honestly, freaking like get happy, man.
But, I mean, yeah. The Waterboy specifically will be very pertinent to us when we're in Florida because you need hydration. You're walking around a lot. You're sweating, hopefully.
And you're going to be drinking, too.
I mean,
if you're going to Disney, you're drinking around the world.
Blackout or back out, baby. We will tell you, oh my God, like every friend group, our moms, for Christ's sake, like no matter who we're with, we are drinking. Like there are just no fucking stops missed on the world tour.
The country's open at 11 a.m., baby.
And you know what my
you
ass
can't
is?
drink all day if you don't start early.
Yeah, and there's a right and a wrong way to do drinking around the world. And I'll tell you the wrong way, starting in Mexico.
Agreed.
If you're starting with tequila.
You need to start in Canada, people.
If you start with tequila, you actually hate yourself. So don't do that.
Certifiable.
Institutionalized. You must go.
Yeah. So anyway, the water boys come in handy in more ways than one.
Absolutely.
Now, another thing that comes in handy for a long day in the parks is a portable charger. I have a specific one that I love. It has multiple cords attached to it, so you don't need to have your own cord. It's just one block, and it has a cord for the USB-C, the like older iPhone.
Yes, Deb got this for me.
Yes, it's a classic. It's a staple in our home and our family, aka Erica as well. So it has the USB-C attachment, the regular iPhone attachment, and one other one. I don't know. I never use it. But it has 3 different cords. You don't need to attach them. And it charges your phone so quick. You can plug that in for like 15 minutes.
She's a turbo.
Boom. Like jacks you up. And the block itself lasts for like 3 to 4 charges of a phone from 0 to 100. So it is great to have in your bag for everyone that you're going to be in the parks with. Like you don't have to have 50 of them with you.
Remind
you
me
can
to
literally
pack
just
it.
have one. Yes. I will add it to the packing list.
I'm
the keeper of the list.
It's not on my generic list.
I have it
though,
on.
So I got it.
Yeah. No, I have it on the list already, so don't fret. Anything else on your end?
No, I think that's...
Oh, okay. So I have one other thing,
Okay.
which I think is beneficial just in general. I like to have it when I'm traveling in the airport. But especially for Disney, I really enjoy having a belt bag. So I would recommend, whatever
Again,
your
don't make
belt
fun of
bag
us.
choice.
We know it's basic. Get a Lululemon or get a basic one on Amazon that's like cheaper, whatever floats your boat. But just don't be like Erica and lose it wherever you go.
Yeah. So I was going to bring this up because, we promised you guys from the get-go, we were going to give you our travel diaries and travel horror stories.
Okay.
And I will never forget when Erica calls me. So she goes to Disney without me. First of all, that's your first mistake. No, just kidding. Anyway, so she goes to Disney and she goes
For a purpose. Yeah.
for College Nationals, which is also why we're going this year. But anyway, she's there. She's with a group of people. She's with like a dance team. So she's not like totally alone, but she's traveling solo. She's at the competition venue. And she calls me literally sobbing. Cannot come up for air. She lost her belt bag. I'm like, you're
Guys, the belt bag had
lying.
everything in it to my name
Besides
besides my phone.
the
That was
ID,
the only thing that
credit
wasn't in
cards,
there.
everything.
Cash. I mean, I never carry cash, but when I go on a trip, normally, like, you have a couple bucks on you, like, everything. My Ray-Ban sunglasses, like, or no, there was actually my Gucci fucking, no,
the Prada.
Prada. Can we get the right brand, Erica? The Prada sunglasses
Oh my
were in there.
God,
Like,
I
can we get
forgot
any
about
more
that.
expensive? That one little pouch
Had your whole life.
could have fucking turned someone's day right side up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
So picture me on the other end of the phone. I'm like, this bitch would lose her head if it was not attached to her. First of all, me and
Yeah.
her mother say this all the
Yeah.
time. If it was not attached, she would not have her head.
Correct.
So I'm like, Jesus Christ, like you had to lose the belt bag of all things. Like we couldn't have lost a lip gloss like me and cry over it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I say to her, check the lost and found. I say, then I will not forget this. I say, check with the other girls. Maybe someone grabs it by mistake.
Every bitch has a belt bag.
Right.
And of course,
She's
everyone's
with
got
it-
like a black one, and that's
Yeah.
what I had. So I'm like, check
Right.
your
and
bags, bitches.
Again, she's with a team, right? So ask the girls to check.
But they're like also going on to compete in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's like, okay, well,
Okay,
we've
but
got
like-
other fish to fry.
Whatever.
But yeah.
She could have asked them like maybe at some point in the trip before she
I
flew
did
home.
ask them. I did.
Okay.
And I got fucking blank stares.
Because they're okay. Anyway, so moral of the story is she gets home. So I don't know how she begged, borrows, and steals her way home with no fucking wallet.
Pro fucking travel tip. And Brooke does not believe me. And this was the one instance
What
where
did
it
I do?
came in handy. I travel with my passport in addition to my license because God
And you
forbid
keep it in the
something like
safe.
this happened. I keep it in the safe every time I travel,
Yeah.
or in like a secure spot, in the hotel. I don't bring it with me where I'm
Right,
going.
right.
I keep it
'Cause then you'd
separate from
really
my other
lose
items, because then I'd be
everything.
double fucked.
Yeah.
So I keep it separate, and thank God I did that because I was able to at least travel home
Yeah.
with the passport.
Well, you know what? I do have a photo of my passport, which did bode me well when we were in Nashville and my license expired and they wouldn't let me into the bar without another form of ID. And I said, are you joking? Like, I'm 25. It's not like I'm 21, dude.
Yeah, but FYI, when you turn 25, that's 4 years after you get your 21-year-old license.
Yeah,
you
so
need to fucking renew it.
Please note that for yourself and learn from our mistakes. So know when your license expires, A.
Yep,
And
it did happen to me too. Actually, not on my 25th. I think it happened on my 21st. I forgot to
Yeah. Well, at
whatever.
least you
Anyways.
weren't in another state.
Yeah.
And like needing to travel.
And you're
home.
lucky that you're just like a dumb, I was going to say dumb blonde, but you're not. Dumb brunette. And so
Yeah.
like they let it slide.
I'm like, oh, what? Genuinely was caught off guard. But anyway,
You were. You weren't
I
really
was.
faking
I
it.
was stunned.
But yeah, that was a good memory to reflect on. So I actually just repurchased a belt bag because my other one was actually like to shreds at this point.
Yeah.
So I repurchased one and I got it in a brighter color. So it will stand out if it's in a backpack. I will see it more easily because it's not like as common as
Yes.
black. So
Rose gold. We will know where she is everywhere we go.
Rosie,
Yes, Rosie.
eyes are not being taken off of her.
No.
And she's staying on the belt on my waist. That's unfortunately pretty large right now.
Yeah.
She's staying there. She's
Oh,
not getting
stop,
unclasped.
Yeah, no,
Anyways.
she's not moving. Because you were like, oh, I took it off for a picture. I'm like, keep it on your fucking waist. I don't care.
Fuck
It's
the
part
pictures.
of the outfit. I don't care. turn the pouch around to the back, your butt.
Make her a moment. Yeah,
Make
her a
her
moment.
a fanny pack, okay? For the photo. I don't care. She's not coming off
At
your
her
body.
heart, she's a fanny.
I know. Honestly, like, sometimes it feels good to walk around with the fanny pack.
Honestly, it feels fitting in a Disney park.
It does. It really does.
But
it
yeah,
really
so you
does.
touched on like why we're going to nationals a little bit here, right?
Yes.
So
So-
we're going to Disney, yes, which is the fun part. But the double fun part is that we're going down for UDA/UCA College Cheer and Dance Nationals.
Which is something very near and dear to our heart.
Very.
We grew up in high school. We went to UDA Nationals for our high school team. So we have been obsessed with the whole UDA franchise.
Yeah, but no one else has been obsessed. Like if you weren't in that universe,
Yeah.
you didn't know what was going on.
You had no clue.
Now, because of social media, TikTok, the last
blowing up.
3 years have blown. If you don't know who the LSU Tiger Girls are, then you must live under a fucking rock because
Yeah.
they blew up like a boy. That
Was
routine
I
mean,
was gonna say
broke TikTok. I feel
broke
like
the internet, broke women's sports, like all these things.
the whole thing. It set a whole
So-
movement. It was like truly impactful. So
Yeah. What's that account about the like Instagram account FOTC Sports or something? Female
forget,
something
yeah.
sports. But like it was like breaking news.
it was just it was breaking history for sure. So
Yeah. So anyway, I have been dying to go. So Erika has gone obviously to college nationals during her college career because she was in a winning national title team. So, and she was the captain. So anyway, just like to shout her out sometimes.
thanks for the plug there.
Pat on the back. But I have never been able to go see it in person. I have been a hermit hunched over my computer watching the live stream every single weekend the past probably 10 years at this point.
Literally.
So I've been dying to go in person, and this year it finally worked out. So
Beautiful.
cannot be more excited about that. Can't wait to sit our asses in front of these amazing teams on a bleacher. I don't even care, and just watch until my eyeballs bleed.
You'll see a lot of girls, or actually everyone, post like, "This is our Super Bowl."
Oh, it is.
It's around that time, like obviously the true Super Bowl is coming up, but like, who the F cares?
Not me.
This is it. This is what I'm sat for. So you will catch me. You'll catch me, Brooke, our other dear friend, Gina.
Yes.
And like when I tell you people are traveling far and near and countrywide
I
to
mean,
come to
there's
this
teams
event.
from like Puerto Rico that go to this.
Fully. But we're also have people from like our previous dance life, like an old
Yes.
coach
Oh
and
my
other
gosh.
team members that are going.
And we're so
then-
excited to like reunite with everyone
Oh my
at
God.
this event.
We get to commentate on all the routines. Like it's literally
Yes.
a reunion.
It is.
And I'm
It's
obsessed.
in
So
every way, shape, and form.
That's
So
the true purpose of the trip.
cannot wait. And so, as we said, we've gone to nationals pretty much every year. I went every year in high school, and then following me being in high school, my sister was in high school and on the dance team. So I went again for her 4 years. Erica's gone for college. So needless to say, we have gone to Disney pretty much every year, just solely for this
least.
competition.
Yeah.
And then if you're going once, if you know, you know, and you get like the pass that's worth, it's worth it to go like one other time. So we enjoy going to Disney. Now listen to me. Get your mind out of the
Get
gutter.
the cotton swab. Get the dirt out of your ears. Listen up.
There is a difference from Disney adults and adults that go to Disney. Okay? Listen up.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
A Disney adult you can find roaming around the parks dressed up in full characterization. Jump scare. Okay?
Usually we see some eccentric styles, makeup, accessories that are on theme with a character. So,
Which, like, also, just FYI, technically not allowed. Adults are technically not allowed to dress up as characters because it confuses the children, aka the children who are supposed to be enjoying the actual characters
yes,
that are
yes, the
employed
very
by
innocent children.
Disney. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we are adults that enjoy going to Disney for several reasons, which we will list out for you now. Starting with number 1, drumroll, the food.
The food, guys.
My God. I mean, I don't know how these restaurants don't have a Michelin star. I don't know how that works. But like, I tell you, I plan out these reservations, me and my mom. Like now this time I'm planning it out, but like my mom normally plans it.
Yeah.
like it's my job. Like whenever they open up,
We need to get clear here though, because I fear that people who don't know Disney and don't know the vibe think that we're talking about like the Mickey pretzel and the quick service. And
Okay.
guys,
no.
when you're going to Disney, like we already know it's an expensive venture, right? But the food is where you need to splurge because that's where it will be such an enlightening experience for you. And you'll understand why, as an adult, we like to go there because there is a whole new, like, realm of adult experience that you can
Yeah.
have just through like entertainment and obviously the dining experience.
Yes. I mean, their food is genuinely top notch. They have sit down restaurants in
Yep.
every single park and in their Disney Springs, which is like the shopping area. But I mean, talk about drinking around the world, which is also great. Just
Yes.
also eating around the world. There's a restaurant in every single country. You can have anywhere from a delightful filet mignon in Canada, where you should start
Yep.
drinking around the world. You can go to France. You can have this like delectable escargot. You can go to Japan, get hibachi.
Yep.
You can go to Germany and get that full experience, which is like totally cool and unique. You could literally
The
all
opportunities are
Yeah.
endless.
It's at your fingertips.
Really, no matter where you go. And then don't forget the resorts themselves. Like
Oh my
hotels
God, yes.
have fantastic restaurants themselves too. So don't dismiss that and say, oh, well, it's not in a park, so like it's out of my way.
Yeah.
Trust me, it'll be worth going. Like the Polynesian has Ohana. Get there. Like get there. You will not be disappointed.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Literally
all phenomenal.
can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Cannot go wrong. I
Yep.
mean, seriously. So
Yep.
we could go on and on about the food. And also, like, what's always good about this timing of, like, the UDA trip for college or even for high school is it's actually during the art festival in Epcot. So they have
Yes.
other stations of food and drink that are popped up in each country
Yes.
that you get to experience as well.
Which is like more commonly you would know the Food and Wine Festival, which happens in the
Yes.
fall. However, hot take, the art festival has been better.
Yeah.
Honestly, every year, like recently,
I mean, you can
it's
get a
been better.
fucking beef Wellington. Hello? Hello?
God bless America.
Delicious, delectable, amazing.
Yeah. So beyond the food and kind of in tandem with that, so you can eat literally whatever your heart desires, but you are going to walk all day, which we cannot get enough of. Like, there's nothing better than feeling just like you
Yeah.
feel good because you're walking and like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you're eating. You're going to indulge in whatever you want, but you're walking all day. So you're still going to feel good.
Exhaustion level is on 1,000, like
Well,
by the
yeah.
end of the trip. Like
But you know
sometimes with
what?
Disney, you need a trip after the trip, like a
Yeah.
vacation after the
But that's
trip,
where again, like we're adults doing it now. Like we're not kids, so we don't kill ourselves.
But a way to combat that is, depending on the duration of your trip, I
Yeah.
highly recommend and advise for you to incorporate a pool/rest day. Like this is vital because
Yeah,
if
you
say
have
you're going
to.
for 5 days, you want to hit up every park. You can do, if you don't have a hopper, you can do like one park per day and incorporate at least one rest day into that
In the
trip
middle.
where you can just veg out. Hopefully you're going at a time where it's not going to be, hopefully, I'm like crossing my fingers. If there's a snow flurry, I'm going to lose my fucking
don't
mind.
Be cold.
But hopefully you're going at a time where you can like enjoy the warmer weather in Florida there. And pro tip for the pool. Again, if you're being mindful of expenses, be an icon. Go to the liquor store. Get some of your favorite drink components and make yourself a little bevy in the room and take it to the pool. No one will know the difference.
Even if you don't have like a rental car, or don't have the means to get to an
Uber Eats.
additional store. Well, yes,
Instacart.
but they have them in like the resort
Yeah.
stores. Like my dad literally, without fail, will buy a bottle of something.
Yeah.
Half the time he won't even drink it, but he just wants to have it there just in case he
It's a
wants
peace of
it.
mind.
Yeah. So
So that's a pro tip, but yeah, rest day is key to honestly a successful, like just Disney trip if you don't incorporate the whole nationals element, which
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
is a batshit schedule. So
yeah. So we're getting the best of both worlds. We're seeing our
Totally.
favorite like dance teams and we're getting to enjoy the parks. But I think we should get into some travel do's and don'ts, maybe with a little Disney sprinkled in there as well.
okay,
So I will start. Please don't stand up my ass while I'm waiting in line for either a ride, a snack, even in the airport TSA, especially if you have body odor. Thank you so much.
we really need to get some people a class on hygiene and some deodorant.
Honestly, unpopular opinion. When we went to Disney during COVID, where like it wasn't like thick of COVID, but there were still those
We had
restrictions.
masks on.
Yeah, the masks and whatever. They had markers throughout the whole park, all of the lines of 6 feet. It has never been better. I'm like, wow, I
Can breathe.
don't have
And
to.
I got a mask on, but I can breathe.
Yeah, but I don't smell this weird smell, and like I have personal space. It's glorious.
Yeah.
So I wish that people still held on to that, like just personal space. You don't have to do the 6 feet, but like just a little bit of room.
No, well, also the park capacity was lower at the time too, so that allowed for more flexibility in the
Yeah.
social distancing.
Whereas now Disney is back to saying, please move all the way forward, filling in all available space. I'm like, actually, fuck you. I'm going to keep my personal bubble. Thank you.
Did you do the Disney College program? That sounded like a little too good of a, like, what's it called?
No.
Worker.
Yeah. No, I just hear them.
Intro.
I just hear them enough. I also can like recite the monorail. Por favor, manténgase ala de las huertas. I don't speak Spanish, but there we go.
Yeah, that's not it at all, but close.
Exactly. My rendition.
Oh my God. Well, okay, so this is not something that we necessarily have experience with at the present moment, but do's and don'ts. Keep your children close to you at all times.
Oh my God.
I don't want to see a lone straggler left behind.
No, that
it
freaks
actually
me
makes me
out.
really upset and freaks me out. But like, better yet, your children are irking the fuck out of me. And I get that this is a children's like oriented place, so we have to roll with the punches. But truly, keep a handle on your children. If they're crying, if they're upset, that's not what bothers me. But make sure they're with you. They're on your person. Make sure they are on your person. Do not let them straggle behind.
I mean,
nothing irks me more.
Bare minimum. I will say, if they're crying, give them a fucking ice pop or a lollipop. I mean, it's Disney World, for God's sake.
It's a place where you have to make the magic happen at all times to just get them to shut the fuck up. Shove an ice pop in it and call it
Seriously,
a day.
give them a sweet treat. They'll be happy.
Yeah.
And also, I will say, if one more child blows their bubble wand into my walking path, I am going to go back to my residency on planet Mars and never come back.
The bubble wands, I'm going to be submitting a true thesis statement to the CEO of Disney to ban any more sales of the bubble wands.
Okay, here's what I propose in substitution for the bubble wands. Remember back in the day when we used to have those little, it's like the shape of a bubble wand, right? And you hit the button and they spun around, they lit up with the little character. Bring those back. No noise. It lights up, sure, but it's not aggravating anyone who doesn't. Yeah, I have like probably 17.
Yeah.
I had Cinderella. I had Buzz Lightyear. I had like whatever it is. You're waving them around.
To infinity and get the fucking bubbles out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. On planet Mars.
Signed that petition. Submit.
Excellent.
Anyway, so another do's and don'ts for travel. Please don't, for your own well-being and the sake of those you are traveling with, don't order a coffee when you land in the airport. Specifically, this is a problem with Orlando Airport, I will say. Coffee lines are long, but you land in your destination, right? You want to get out. You want to get on the road. You want to get where you're going. Mm-hmm. You don't want to hold up yourself and your whole party who's going to be pissed off at you. Happened to me, speaking upon experience, for ordering a coffee. Oh, I really need the coffee. Get a Coke and move on.
How about just like shut the fuck up and get a beverage at your destination?
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously.
So learn from, my mishaps. I had an angry family on my hands when I said they had to wait for me to get my coffee order.
Understood. I think last thing I'll say around do's and don'ts, and this is more generalized, not specific to Disney, but sit your ass down on the plane when the plane lands. If you jet the fuck up out of your seat immediately upon the wheel, literally going screeching on the ground, I'm going to fucking punch you in the head. Okay?
Okay. I cannot agree with this more. I have converted to an aisle seat girly, especially when I travel alone, because I like my space. But the second the fucking plane lands, my space is gone. It's invaded, and I'm sitting there, and I now have I'm getting claustrophobic because I can't see. There's all these people standing around me. Then they're trying to get their bags down.
Better yet,
you're going to hit my head, sir.
Better yet, these dumb fucking men, because I hate a man right now, sees me struggling, either getting my bag up or down, and doesn't help, but you're ready to stand the right fuck up as soon as the plane lands?
Unacceptable. Do your civic duty, Jesus H.
Yeah, literally do something productive because I'm done with you. So I think that's our, this is just very much the tip of the iceberg for us.
Yeah. We're really unleashing here, but like we're actually holding back. So we're going to put a pin in this here before we rant on any further, because we are going to come back to you reporting live when we touch down in Orlando with a special guest that we're traveling with. Shout out Gina. She's like so excited. She doesn't know that she's doing this yet. But
she has no idea, but we're going to force her against her will.
Yeah. So we're going to report live from the scene and talk about all of the like mind-blowing things that we are seeing at UDA College Nationals and just whatever funny stories we have for you from our trip. And that's how we'll continue the rest of the episode.
So buckle up, bitches.
You're in for a treat.
So we did not exactly report back live.
We got a little bit carried away. Maybe 1, 2, 3 many margaritas in Epcot.
I think that's factual.
We had a fantastic trip, and we can fill you in more on social media, TikTok.
Yes.
Follow us on all of our platforms because we definitely have some like fun tidbits we can share with you about the trip. But
as well as some fun footage from our trip around the world and more. And all
nationals.
Our dance videos and all that fun stuff. So next Travel Diaries, we will come back with a live report. So this is your sign to know that it's okay to get a little carried away on your vacation.
You're allowed to disconnect and have fun.
Yes, you are. And we did. And that's fine because it's just not that serious. Bye, guys.
Bye.